Washington, D.C., I took my husband there because I was president of the Teachers Union for Santa Rosa Junior College. And I was just so, I walked by it not even thinking that there's a picture of me dancing in there. And I wish I would have said to my husband, let's go try to find it. And, but it just was another one of those things that I never dreamed I'd do. But the funny thing about becoming a union president for the junior college is that I was at a conference in Los Angeles for the American and California Federation of Teachers. And they said, we have a president that's in the audience today, and we would like to congratulate her and give her a plaque. She's the first person that's ever tripled the membership.
Wow.
And they called me up, and I just couldn't believe it. I said to the other co-president, Dr. Marty Bennett, who taught history on campus, I said, I can't believe, who told them this? He goes, I did. I told them how you tripled the membership. And I said, oh my God, that's so amazing. But another thing I never dreamed I'd ever do, even be the president of the union. And then,
so what kind of techniques you use for your dancer therapy?
Well, this is the best part of the story. When I started teaching people in wheelchairs how to dance in nursing homes, and that actually started the older adult program, and that is has teachers going into like Vintage House in Sonoma and all over California. And when I told my college professor at Sonoma State, Dr. George Jackson, I wanted to be a therapist, but if I couldn't handle it if anybody hurt a child. And he said, you know, Katie, you're a dancer, and dance therapy, music therapy, and art therapy are very popular now.
Right.
And you might want to look into that. Well, I couldn't find any research.
Right.
And so he said, but you're a dancer. Why don't you create your own method? So in this booklet, I created 28 movements you can do sitting in a wheelchair. And when I was teaching one day in Sonoma at one of the nursing homes, one of the nurses said, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm hired by the college. I teach exercise, but I choose to use music and dance movements and visualization. And she goes, they don't walk. I go, well, they dance with me on Tuesday morning. It's like, what do you mean they don't walk? And she goes, no, they don't. I just can't believe they dance with you. So I had a chance to talk to Dr. Deepak Chopra, the famous
Really?
doctor.
You meet Deepak Chopra in
I never
person?
told you that?
No
Yeah.
way. No,
Yes.
you don't tell me that.
He was in a...
So he's my superhero.
I
Actually,
love him too.
No, so actually, you know, I follow him, you know, in internet, and I make everything he's saying in his books, you know, and all his conference about 20 days, abundance of 20 days, you know. So all kind of that, all kind of ideas I follow. He's my master, my sensei.
I didn't know that, but I love him too. He's just amazing.
He's an amazing guy.
And
Tell me about him.
And so,
What kind of personality?
Oh my God, love, total love,
Is
total
he?
love. But what he told me really made sense. And he said, well, everything you told me about your dance therapy, the fact that you play music that they love, which we know music therapy triggers all kinds of neurons in the brain and opens up neural pathways. He said, you're awakening brain cells that had fallen asleep. You're triggering them
Deepak
with the
Chopra.
music, the tone of your voice, but also when I say I want you to close your eyes and imagine, take a few deep breaths.
Om, Om Shanti Shanti Om.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Get an A plus. Okay, so I said I want you to imagine standing on top of a mountain, looking down into the valleys below. Imagine a waterfall flowing down the side of the mountain, and then slowly move your arms, and that might be like the Blue Danube Wall. It's like da 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 da.
Da 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 da
you're praying,
Yes.
and reach up into the blue sky and open your arm and take all the love and beauty of nature into your heart. You are that beauty. You are that universal spirit. Take a deep breath. Let it go.
Let it go. Let
Let
it go.
it go.
Let it go.
And then imagine a river that's flowing down the side of the mountain that flows to the ocean. And now you're making ocean waves. And again, you're using the right and the left side of the brain.
Okay.
So then I might see a guy kind of go, oh God, an ocean wave. And then I go, okay, time to bounce the ball. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Everybody bounce. Bounce your ball. Okay, everybody make a basket. Woo! And then I go,
That's
oh
great,
my
that's
God,
it.
you all made a basket. You get an A. In the
Wow,
class.
congratulations.
And they clap and I've said that, and I said, actually, you did so great. I'm going to give you an A plus plus. And one old guy said, I never had an A plus plus in my life. And I said, well, I'm a teacher and I'm giving you one.
So do you believe in everybody's in connection?
Oh, of course.
Everybody's connect
I
with
think
us?
everybody is. Every living thing is. I think that the flowers, when they bloom, are giving us beauty. And we just, when we smell it, we go, I mean, that's how they make perfume in France and all over. That, yeah, I mean, I think.
You can connect with birds, you can connect with trees, right?
Oh, absolutely.
We can connect with the universe.
Oh, I have birds that come. In fact, I was painting seashells in my garden about a week ago, and I had a hummingbird at the hummingbird feeder and a robin at my bird feeder on my porch. And I thought, oh my God, if a butterfly flies by right now, I'm just going to lose it.
That's
But
great.
I should expect that. But one did not come that day. But usually one crosses my path almost every day.
Wow.
We just live in a magical life. And, you know, when I left New York and I ended up moving to Adobe Canyon Road in Kenwood, one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. And I had my daughter baptized there by a Center for Spiritual Living, Reverend Leo.
Oh, wow.
And I said, I chose to have you baptized here because this waterfall in this state park will always be here, and buildings can come and go.
Right.
But this is always going to be here, and if you ever want to feel close to God, come here. And when we were leaving, her and her best friend Allison Stubbs was walking with me, and these butterflies, little lavender butterflies, encircled us.
Wow.
And I said to Nicolette and Allison one day, my daughter's Nicolette, her best friend Allison, I said, when I showed you the waterfalls and we were walking down back, did I dream that, or did butterflies encircle us? And she goes, Mom, that definitely happened. And Allison said, absolutely, I'll never forget it. And I just thought, wow.
Right. So you was in other interviews, right, before?
Oh,
You told me we sang opera, with opera?
no, I was on the TV show, The Meaning of Life, that Quincy
Tell me
show.
about this.
And George Slaughter.
Tell me more about this show.
Okay, well, first, George Slaughter owned Laugh-In,
Uh-huh.
and then he owned Real People.
Okay.
And he discovered Goldie Hawn, Roseanne Barr, Billy Tomlin. I could go on and on. And when he called me and asked me to be on this TV show, I said, you're kidding. You want me to be on a TV show with Oprah?
Opera.
And oh my God, I could go on. Well, let me just say, Natalie Cole begins it singing in a classroom, saying these students could be a
Kenny
future.
Rogers, you say too?
Kenny Rogers.
Kenny Rogers, do you imagine? Kenny Rogers, the famous Kenny Rogers.
Well, he introduced Oprah, a man 102, and then it shows me teaching the people.
Do you remember what kind of personality did Kenny Rogers?
I mean, I did not actually meet Kenny Rogers because I didn't go to the set, but George Slaughter did fly me down to LA. He wanted to meet me and he had a limousine pick me up.
Nice.
Put me in a beautiful Beverly Hills hotel and had my makeup done and my hair done for the show. And then he came in to meet me when I was having my hair and makeup done, and he said, we won't be starting the show, the actual show, for a half hour, an hour, so would you like to go down to Johnny Carson's set and sit and watch Dionne Warwick do practice her singing for tonight? And I go, yes. It was so great because she was wearing clip-on pink curlers. I still use them just to get curls here in the morning, but I don't sleep in them like I used to. But anyway,
What about Janis Joplin?
oh, that was a whole different story. That was before any of this started. It was my very first job. When I left Las Vegas and moved back to Newport Beach, I was working. My sister got me a job where she worked as the hostess of the coffee shop at the Sheraton Beach Inn in Huntington Beach, where the surfing championships went. We also shot there down at the beach at Huntington Pier, and Duke Hanamoku was a well-known Hawaiian surfer, the best in the world. There's a big statue of him in Oahu. And but Janis Joplin was staying at the hotel, and she heard my boss Tony come in and say, our cashier called in sick, so Katie, you need to be the cashier tonight. And I had just graduated from high school, and I go, I've never worked a cash register in my life. Are you kidding? He goes, I go, and then Janis Joplin said, come here. I'm going to teach you how to make change.
Janis Joplin, do you mind? Janis Joplin, the famous singer.
And well, because I used to sing that song, "Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz?" My husband bought me a Mercedes.
Okay.
Because I think he wanted me to quit singing. So
Right.
he said, "Keep on dancing, honey." But anyway, yeah, all these amazing things happened to me when I look back. Again, I never dreamed some of these things would happen. Any of them, for that matter.
So what about John Wayne too? You told me about
well,
John Wayne.
That's a whole other thing. Now, I have this aunt who was an actress, and
John Wayne, do you mind? The famous, cowboy John Wayne, America. You know? I don't remember the voice of John Wayne, but he was a very cowboy guy, right?
oh, absolutely. In fact, that was him. He didn't even act. I mean,
Right.
he was that. What you see is what you get.
like
Well, he wasn't like that. But anyway.
No, but tell me, what kind of
He
voice
was-
he was?
He was really just